Hi everyone, Nella here to do a BJD tag. It's actually the BJD and me birthday tag by That Weird Fish. I have the questions right here. Okay, so number 1, when is your birthday? So mine's November 15th. It's already passed. And it's connected to dolls. 2 of my dolls were combined birthday Christmas presents. Alwyn here was one from kind of everyone in my family. Number 2, do any of your dolls share birthdays with you? Yeah, Alwyn, well, she doesn't share my birthday. Her character is also born in November. And that's just because in junior high I started, I wanted the star signs of my characters to match their personalities. And since I was the author, I can choose when their birthdays are. So, Alwyn's a Scorpio, like me. Number 3, who is your oldest doll? Okay, so if we're talking by manufacturing date, oldest doll is going to be Usagi here. Who is most likely a 2002 Volksmini. It's hard to date Volks dolls from around that period unless you have the paperwork already, which she didn't come with because they had not started doing the dating on the back of the caps. And yeah, if we're talking doll I've had for the oldest amount of time, that is my myth doll UA girl, who is Maddie right here. Who I received just before Christmas, December 22nd or 23rd of 2006. I got her, and she was actually another one of those birthday Christmas combination parties. Presents, and I vividly remember that the only way I could get combination birthday Christmas present was if I could negotiate it, because it would be often like something that was like a higher price, so I had to negotiate with my parents. And one of the reasonings that I distinctly giving for getting me a ball joint doll was, I don't think that this is a hobby that I'm going to be able to outgrow. And considering that was 2006, and it is now 2020, I think I was right. Do I see a surprise guest in the corner? He's shaking his head. Okay. Number 4, who is your youngest? Oh, whoops, there's another part to part 3. Who is your oldest character? The character that I created, that's been around in my mind for the longest, is going to be Fleur here. There we go. And Fleur was originally created in... Character was the summer of 2006 I started working on her, because she was the character that was originally inspired by this doll. Fleur kind of outgrew that as like a shell, as that being appropriate for her look, and this is what she looks like now. And I still do write about Fleur, so I've been writing about her since junior high. And number 4, who is your youngest doll? Okay, so, oh, there was a surprise guest. It's Bruno! Yeah. Okay, Bruno. Yeah, you can sit next to Moose up there. Okay, so part 4. sorry, not part 4. Question 4. Who is your youngest doll? So I didn't grab that one. It is the realistic head for, I just need to move you for a moment. For Profiterole back here, like the anime looking one. I had a box opening last month. For the new one, I just haven't gotten a chance to really, obviously paint her, but the eyes just came in, so I haven't had much time to play with that. And that's the youngest one. And then the second newest to me is actually Usagi here, which is funny considering she's the oldest doll by manufacturing date. But Usagi's only been with me for over a year now. And number 4, who is your youngest character? Okay, instead of doing youngest character being when I came up with the character, I'm going to go by the age that the character is in her story. And that is going to be Vivi. Vivi. In modeling a skirt and apron that she got at the doll show I mentioned in the previous video. And Vivi here is a living doll created by Alwyn. Go in the glasses. And Vivi is one of my tiny adventures that I write, I'm going to say almost like kid stories about. And she is 2 months old when she starts adventuring with Finn. And when they encounter dragons, she's about 3 months old. Vivi is a magical doll, so she's already far more. She's not like, it's not like sending like a human 2-year-old to fight a dragon. But yeah, her character first comes to life around 2 months after Owen creates her. So she's my youngest. Though, funny thing, she is the most mature and serious-minded and realistic and down-to-earth of all of the tiny adventurers. And she is by far the youngest. And number 5, do you give your dolls different birthdays from their manufactured date? So, I remember when I first joined the hobby, it's kind of a side note, but I remember when I first joined the hobby and celebrating like the birthday of your doll was like a big thing that a lot of people did, and you typically used like their arrival date as their birthday. Unless you got a character that had its own birthday, then it was different. And that's honestly, I think, kind of slipped by the wayside. And I don't know if it's a shift in kind of culture, how the hobby has grown and changed over the years, or if it's just that it's really hard to keep track of when dolls came in, and then, like, remembering that. Like I said, like, I gave, like, a rough estimate of when I got my first doll, and that was more that I remembered that it was before Christmas, because I brought the doll over for Christmas with one of my cousins, who also had BJDs. Actually, also has BJDs. She's still in the hobby. So instead, I'm going to go with something different. Which of my dolls actually uses the manufacture date as their birth date? And that is Umiko, who's standing next to her girlfriend with her awesome shoes. I have to show off the shoes. I want these shoes. They're so pretty. So Umiko is an early Volks doll, but unlike Usagi, she came in, she was created just after they started the dating on the back of their plates. So I actually know when she was manufactured. And she was manufactured in January of 2003. So I usually use January 3rd as her, January 1st and January 3rd as her birthdays. I like to do January 3rd to get the '03 reference in. But sometimes I just call her my New Year's baby and say that her birthday is January 1st. Yeah. So Umiko is the only one that sticks to manufactured date. Everyone else is characters. Oh, right. So I said that Alwyn was character came up in junior high, and that I chose Scorpio, so she has a November birthday like me. And Fleur here, I don't remember the specific date I'd chosen for her, because I actually looked up when, like, what days fell on what dates fell on what days of the week in the year that her character would be born in to be the right age for when I was writing her. I went all out research wise. But the only bit I remember of all of that is that I chose her star sign to be a Gemini because there's a kind of twin, not twin situation that is very important in her story. So having her star sign be Gemini or the twins just kind of was my own personal callback to that, to that bit of that element of her story. Okay, so that is everything. Bye, folks. Hi, everyone. I am just going to add this on to the end of the video here. So I mentioned in the video that I shot first today that a lot of my characters get associated with animals or stuffed toys or, various symbols. And Keita, who is Umiko's girlfriend, Umiko's not wearing her glasses, which is why she looks so glam right now. Keita here, for once, is actually wearing her Lolita dress. I'm going to be redoing her face up and her tattoos. But anyway, so she's wearing a Lolita outfit, and this is what's associated with her. It's, as you can see, this kind of very soft, almost looks like a makeup puff. Eats like a fat little chick. A kind beady little eyes. And a ribbon on top. And I actually highlighted this like 3 years ago in a video, but I'm going to show it again. So in this box, which looks like a makeup puff box, right? And what it says is Pafugurumi. Pafugurumi is a stuffed toy-like puff. Yep. That is very lovely and so soft. Also true. Please put side always with you. It suits Keita's Lolita aesthetic, and what suits me is what's above the twins' bed here. Twins being down there. No bees, no honey, no work, no money. Okay, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.